My name's Philip Brigham, and this is my major speech 3. Um, Getting into it. All right. Degrees in the fire service. There's a lot of saying that degrees don't make a firefighter, but they do make a firefighter a fire chief, a leader. And this is the reason. The reason I know this is because I have my associate's degree in fire science, and now I'm working on my bachelor's in fire and emergency service administration. Uh, the main reason that degrees are important in the fire service is because they're for the future. In the future, you know, fire service is going to require a lot more degrees, and it requires it for the promotion process and moving up in the fire service. The fire service is right now kind of behind. Law enforcement has taken this very far forward. About every college has a criminal justice degree, which is pretty much a standard bachelor's degree for law enforcement. Well, now there is more degrees available for the fire service. East Georgia happens to be one of the colleges that has degrees. Um, Degrees are great for the future because they give our future leaders in the fire service the administrative knowledge they need to lead the fire department and be proactive and be effective in the future of the fire service. Like I said, promotions is a big reason to have the degree. More are requiring higher education requirements. Some have specific hours, where they want you to have a associate's degree in a fire science. For your line officers, there's a lot of leadership knowledge that comes out of the degree programs in the fire science and the fire service administration degrees. They teach you how to do the budgets and how to do them correctly, how to write the budgets and write the stuff that you need so you can write and get an approval. Get these politicians on your side that set the budget and that gives you the knowledge to be able to write it. And whereas before in the fire service, when there was just a high school education, a lot of people didn't have the knowledge to write this where they sounded like they knew what they were talking about. They sounded like they were talking about something that a high schooler would talk about, not something that a knowledgeable adult. So they weren't getting the request they were putting in. It gives you formal education. Formal education goes a long ways. When you're dealing with administrators that have master's degrees, you're going to be able to have the same kind of knowledge to be able to explain to them where they understand where the fire service is coming from. We're not just a bunch of illiterate people. We're trying to get education, where that we can explain ourselves. As I was saying, it's an increasing requirement for the fire service to have a degree. Associate degrees usually required now for your line officer positions, your lieutenants, people that are running your scenes on your normal operations for your regular responses. Bachelor's degree is now required for division battalion chiefs. That way, they have knowledge of how to talk to people, how to communicate effectively to people, and communicate effectively to the public. The master's degree is coming into play for fire chief positions. A lot of the big departments are wanting a master's degree because as a master's degree, you have a formal education. You're with the same level of skill, knowledge as an administrator or or a politician that's got a degree. You can talk to them and explain yourself effectively and explain your wants in the fire department. And you can also effectively communicate to the people that you're serving. The fire service is coming a long ways, and degree programs are only going to make us propel into the future. Um, Degrees might not make you a better firefighter, but it does give you what you need to succeed in the fire service in this career. And it will continue to grow. The degree programs will, and it will continue to become a requirement for every portion of the fire service. The fire service is just, the degree program in the fire service is just a stepping stone for the future.